To keep it on brand, I'm gonna start the pod while you're rolling.
Let's get it.
Because every time we've done pod, I always start it while you're mid-roll. So.
He said to keep on brand. Oh yeah, you're right.
There we go.
But gracias.
Thank you. Sex man. Roll that spliff, roll that spliff, roll that spliff, roll that spliff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you pick the 4-hour loop? I was like, it should have came in by now. Oh, there we go. So I was like, I know this song.
4-hour loop.
Somebody has to know in my life. You know the original song or no?
I do not.
Hit me with the original.
I don't even know if I can find it.
It's called Runaway. Run away for your life. It was one of my top, probably middle school songs, low key.
What?
Yeah, because that shit came out right around when I started playing saxophone, and I really wanted to learn that riff, but I never did. Yeah, so clean.
One we always heard was the
You know what
fucking.
Huh? Oh, that's a Careless Whisper.
Why was it so queued up? So okay.
Soundboard, bro. The saxophone was.
I was like, why was that so fast?
I got you.
That was like record timing. It's hilarious. I love it. Let's go.
Not here producing results.
And
That's
send.
the spliff.
I just sent you a link. That's the song.
Send me the link.
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay.
Daniel.
Daniel.
Yeah, the co-host.
Daniel, the co-host.
Ah, I found it.
Co-host. He's the ghost.
He's the ghost.
He's
Oh,
the,
he's
the
Dee's
host you
Casper.
don't see, you know? Yeah, he is. That's why we landed on because of you remember on Drink for Drink when we were like, oh yeah, he doesn't exist. Like no one's over there. It's actually a ghost. What are you talking about? That's where ghost came from.
Goes. Yup.
Because I wrote it out one day like graffiti-ish, and I put the G really cool, and then I was like, okay, how do I fit this in? And the host was like right on that line of the G, and I was like, host. And I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense because it's like the host you don't see.
Why?
This is the part I was thinking about.
There's literally no Okay, there we go.
There's no what?
There's no differentiation. It's either loud or not loud. I like the live demo video where he's just thrusting into it as he's doing it. He's just into it.
Yeah. That's like the only thing I envision.
Yeah, he's just in it, dude.
It's great.
It's a fucking meme. That's
Yeah.
a gift from the meme. So good.
This is the only way I know is because of me, honestly.
I think a lot of people just find it funny, but I love it because it's just his passion going into that performance. It's so good.
There's so much passion.
You can just tell he feels it.
Yeah. There's a difference between somebody performing and then somebody just playing music.
Feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling the music.
That's
when
true.
playing it.
I can't hear you at all, by the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot, huh?
Because the music is loud, and then you
I
weren't on
forgot.
mic. Yeah, I found this literally, I think, watching the Eurovision competition. I was like that kid in high school. I was curious about music of different cultures, and again, I was playing saxophone, so I was just looking up what different cultures were using the saxophone for at the time, and then homeboys out here on Eurovision just like.
Just out there slanging dick
Fucking
on
just doing
Eurovision.
shit. He's
Yeah,
just like dick. Sheesh. It's just a freaking banger, bro. Just a fucking banger, bro.
Shit is a banger.
Banger, bro.
I like this fucking joint, bro. That shit's a banger, bro. That
Yes.
shit is
Oh, yeah.
slap, bro.
Touche.
This shit is the hef.
I'm faded already.
This shit is. Would you say it was
El
El Jefe?
Jefe.
El Jefe.
El
Yeah,
Jefe.
indeed, it is
This
El
is the
Jefe.
El Jefe.
El Jefe for Sir Jefe.
Comprende.
Damn, comprende. Escucha al jefe. Comprende lo que dice. It means understand what he says.
See.
Yeah, that's right. Jeffrey,
What's up,
what's the move for tomorrow? What do you think? Should we hit some little go back to the coves?
Lay casitas.
Casitas,
Dude, I'm
bro.
so hyped, bro.
Me too.
I'm
Ex-
I'm
Can you guys
looking
describe
forward
the
to this.
layout a little bit to me? I have looked at it like briefly, but
Ooh, I'm trying to remember. I haven't looked
how
at the map in a while.
accessible are
Let's see if I
those
can
little
pull it
like
up.
fingers everywhere?
Very, very.
Because I see there's like a main lake.
It's very
that has
intimate.
A
It
lot
can
of
get
little...
intimate. And I
Yeah.
love
So
it.
you remember?
Oh, because we'll be on the little boats too, huh? So we don't have to worry about.
It's not going to be as difficult to maneuver as the pontoon. Yeah, but you remember how in Diamond Valley, we would have little pockets that we could go into, but there was maybe about like 10, 15 feet on each side. So think about like that, but a little bit bigger, and they go in farther. Yeah. So those little fingers are very accessible with the boat, and easy to fish as well. And then yeah, there's a lot of brush coverage, which is also really nice because it allows for the bass to create dens down by the roots, as opposed to Diamond Valley was kind of just a lot of rock drop off. There's really nowhere for them to bed. Now that I think about it, we should have fished Diamond Valley
How do
different.
you spell it?
Casitas?
Mm-hmm.
Casitas.
Casitas.
Final answer.
It's giving me something 1,000 miles away.
Casitas Lake
There's
or
no
Lake
way.
Casitas. What you want to
Let
look
me
for?
Let's see. I'm just going to go to my notes because
I got you.
I know I have it in here.
Casitas Lake. Lake Casitas Reservoir in California. Yeah, so it's like there's a main body, and then there's a big
There's the map.
branch off to the left,
There's an island.
and then a Y
Yeah.
off to the right, and then the bottom has like a little fish-shaped.
Which way are you looking at it? I'm looking at it like this.
I believe I am looking at it the same way. There's like three fingers going off the top.
Yeah.
Two on the right are like conjoined in a Y.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So the little nook, or I guess the. Oh no! Actually, hold on. I think the way we'd have to look at it to remember the way we fished it would be upside down. Oh,
Is it this
apologies,
way?
I was off mic.
Is this it right here? So that's it?
Maybe if it dried up a little bit. I hope not.
Okay. That's what I
All right, I can send you. I'll send you this, Jeff.
so.
Apologize for the dead air.
See, I see.
I'm gonna get a map of the lake for tomorrow.
Yeah, this is it right here.
Yeah.
I'm almost tempted to stop by the Walmart by my house because they have cheap, fast flies.
I do.
Try it. Why not?
I wonder if they're open 24/7.
Let's see.
Some of them are.
I know, I gotta check.
October 9th. Today's the 18th. This
Yeah, I
you
think
caught last week. Pictures of catches last week.
Nice. Yeah, if I remember correctly, we have to look at the map upside down because of the boat launch. But I think it's just straight across the boat launch is where we were fishing last time. I don't exactly remember it, but something that me and Jeff have discussed before is that a lake's much like humans. You know, they change.
They do.
So even if you've fished a lake before and you think you know it, you know, it's been how long since we've gone back to this lake? A little over a year?
A little over a year.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't expect the lake to be the same.
Not the same.
It's been a little over a year.
We don't know what we're going to expect. Be ready for all
Is
things.
it from your guys' memory? How deep is it?
Oh, it could be pretty deep. I think it could be pretty deep, but to be fair, we were fishing closer to the banks.
Mm-hmm.
But I was very easily able to retrieve a midwater crank without snagging anything, and drawing strikes out of the shrub groupings along the side. At the time, it was a lot of aggressive males, though, if I'm not mistaken.
It's about to be lit.
Even if it's just a lot of little dinks, it's a fun time. Dink City is a cool place to chill in, man.
It's a great place. Dink City
Yo,
is like
So
it's a lot of fun.
current spillway elevation. So at the top would be 567 feet. Current level is 565.28. So Lake Casitas is 98.1% full.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
It's pretty full.
It's freaking full.
That sounds good to me, man.
That's as of today.
We'll see. I don't know what that means for like
At 8 o'clock.
That's a lot of water.
Well,
But we're lit.
the more water there is, the more abundance the life shall be, because there's a larger area for things to prosper.
Facts.
You know? Think about it. If you were to confine people into a small space, the odds of them doing great things, it's probably pretty low, you know? But if you give them a lot of space to fuck around, they'll go off and do shit on their own, and then they'll come to each other and be like, "What are you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty fucking cool. This is what I'm doing. And then they'll make cooler shit.
Yeah.
At least that's the thought. That's how I'd like to see it.
That's a good way to think.
You give people space to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
You're not on top of each other.
Touche. But you can't say that at the same time because I think humans, even though we are a communal species, in terms of, yes, we like our space, but I don't think we realize how much we do need each other.
100%.
You know, we need
100%.
those. What are those community spaces they have in like Europe, and whereas like a lot of these I want to say apartments, but maybe our apartments, they're all
Hostel?
centered around a communal space.
Oh, interesting.
They have them in Santa Ana, where none of the
You can
none
cook
of the apartments
with
have
that.
kitchens
Uh-huh.
or like any
Oh,
there's no
I
kitchen,
see.
no sink, no stove. Instead, you have like a fridge, and you would take your food and you would go into like a central area where there's a bunch of
Yeah.
stoves and
Yeah,
ovens.
like a common
and-
area almost.
Yeah, but they have like crazy shit like blast chillers and ice cream makers, so you guys can
That's
like
Where's
wild.
that again?
Santa Ana.
Really?
But it's like
It's not that far.
$2,000
Oh,
for
to be up in there.
Yeah,
mean,
Got you.
Depends on
Okay.
the type of person you are and what you're doing,
Oh,
because
yeah.
those spaces can be very beneficial for a
sure.
creative or an entrepreneur type person.
Mhm. Or just for your mindset, because I heard
True.
in Europe in these spaces, they have mandatory times through the day time. They have to stop like their work and they just go to these
Interesting.
community spots,
Mhm.
and that's what it all like. It says very beneficial because it's not like we're not central around the work.
Mhm.
It's about family, I guess, and community, and we don't have that in the States because we're like, which is fine, whatever. But like, it's like we don't have that much of that mindset in the States because we're like, get your own capitalism. So
Yep.
kind of like
Everyone is stuck thinking about themselves.
yeah. So to just hear about that, I gave like the most rough like draft of that shit. But I know that's happening out there in Europe somewhere, and I think I heard that about it was like in Spain or something. I don't know, but shit. I was like, that sounds about right. We need to, and then I remember because my uncle, he's from damn, I don't want to butcher it, but he's from like It's either Ecuador or Venezuela. But he say in his neighborhoods, I mean, I know he's like a little older, but I'm pretty sure it's not far off. But they said they would just have their front doors open, bro. Like people would just walk through the houses and stuff, and like, like that's how the families were. Like kids would just like run through the streets, and like everybody was open.
It's still like that in some parts.
Yeah.
In
said no.
Colombia, like 3 or 4
No
years
thanks.
ago, we buried my long time ago, actually, probably like almost a decade ago. We went and we visited like where my grandmother was born, and they still have no power, no running water. There's nobody has windows or doors. They just have like curtains.
Sick.
But it's weird. There's no crime. There's no anything. I mean, where are
Oh, I
you
think
gonna
that was
go
the answer.
run
There's
to
no
hide?
anything.
I was gonna say, where are you gonna go run and hide from your neighbors? There's nothing around it. We had to take a bus for like 2 hours to get there.
Damn, son.
Yeah, and it's still like that. My parents
Damn, son.
were just there a few years ago, and I think they're going back next year.
Yeah, I lock my doors because I saw the interview of a serial killer where they asked him, why would you only murder people whose doors were left open? Or something like that. And he goes, well, if you locked your door, that means you didn't want any visitors. So if I got to your house and your door was unlocked, I figured it was a welcome. Come inside. So he would go inside and fucking kill him.
Joker ass answer.
Yeah, so I'm like, every time I go home now, I'm like, lock.
Yeah.
I'm good. No thanks. Come fucking just try and open my door. No thanks. And the first couple weeks I was at our place,
Oh no.
there was bums that had got into the building.
Into the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would just see them walking through the hallways, and I was like, nah. Thankfully there isn't. Now they're all outside now, but
Yeah.
we have a raccoon, so that's pretty cool.
We got raccoons too. They're raccoons. They
They're so
taking
cool,
over.
dude.
They are dope though.
They're
Like
so
I was
cool.
like, hey, I just want to sit here and watch y'all. They just took me off guard because I literally
Bro.
went outside, grabbed some of my car, shut my door, and just look up. And I see the whole family of 3 just looking right back at me. I'm like,
How is the stray cat population at your place of work now?
ooh, place of work.
Because I knew they
yeah,
were
hear
trying
you.
to get them under control a few years ago.
You're right. I have not seen I literally just saw one like 2 days ago, but that was like the first one I saw in a long time.
But I remember they used to be bad.
Dude, it was bad.
Especially
back
at
then,
night.
for sure.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
They're all over the place, and I'm pretty sure they still are. I just don't be looking like that. But yeah, I just saw one like 2 days ago. It was crazy how you said that. But they serve their purpose though, for sure. Keep the rats out of there. Besides Mickey. No Mickey. There's like no Diddy, no Mickey.
That's true. I saw, dude, he's a thick old boy. I got home the other day, and he was just sitting there. It looked like he was washing his hands in the pool. Yeah, that's what I thought.
They don't produce saliva, so they have to dip their food in water in order to swallow it.
Interesting.
So he may have been washing his hands or trying to eat something.
Maybe he ate something and then he washed his hand because he was sitting there doing this for a while,
Oh, possibly.
and then he walked away or like hopped away while he kept his hand in the water. And it was like hopping, and then he would stop and like shake his hand, and then he would pull it out on the ground, and then he'd stick his hand in the water and hop around and shake it. It was really weird. I was like, what the fuck?
Maybe he goofing.
True.
Yuck.
He was doing the fucking hokey pokey.
Lit. I'm actually interested in hitting these little spliffs. Little split.
That's the
That's
chop,
split.
huh?
Huh?
The chop.
Chop. That's the chop.
Spliff is a straight Mary J.
Huh?
Spliff is straight Mary J. No.
No, I
No?
thought it was half. It was half and half.
A spliff is
Tobacco and weed.
I thought that was a chop.
I mean, they might have different names.
Very interesting. Justin told me about chops. That's where I got that from.
But
That's the only time I heard it.
I've had roach blunts.
Shit, bro.
I
Okay,
think I
tell me
told you
that.
about this, bro. I'm not gonna name people.
I do see a spliff as being a mix of weed and tobacco,
Interesting. I never knew that. Oh,
1
learned
point
something
for
new.
me.
called a marijuana cigarette.
Oh, we keeping tabs now.
Just messing.
No.
So the
I never
roach
knew that.
blunt,
Yeah, tell me.
gosh,
Does it smack? Is
craziest smack ever.
the myths are true, huh?
Like you go to sleep.
All right, but
it's like
was it
nap time.
gross? Was
Ah,
it like nasty
chop.
or not bad?
Go.
Chop or spin is a mixture of tobacco and weed smoked through a pipe or a bong
Oh, interesting.
for the rush.
Okay. Hey.
Interesting. All right. Okay, so that's
Now
the
type
difference.
in a roach blunt.
No,
Do it.
those be hard times.
Oh, so you know.
You fucking what? You want one of them resin bowls, my boy?
You ever dab fucking like? You ever dab the bowl?
No, I just push all the resin to the bottom, and then you hit it, and it sends you to a different dimension for a little while.
Hell yeah. What does it taste like?
Exactly what it looks like.
That's disgusting. I can't. There was one time where I hit
What does it
nastiness,
taste like?
and I coughed my lungs out. It was disgusting. It was horrible. I
Yeah.
could.
Roach blunt is like,
Yeah.
but then you get 8. It's like, yo, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm so high. Like, it's like a weird feeling. You literally just like smoking weed and roach buds
Well, it's all of the
chopped up into a
yeah.
blunt.
It's
It's
basically
lit.
yeah,
I mean,
all the resin that gets smoked down from the
Uh-huh.
weed that ends up at the end, right? That's
That's like, this
basically what
lit.
it is.
shit's crazy. I was like, spike tie. Oh, yeah. Just
I've never been that down bad. So
No,
couldn't
I
commit.
don't even know. Like, I don't think they were down bad. It was just like it became like a liking because they just did it for so long and they smoked for so long.
Mhm.
That type of high was just like I guess because I was like, yo, like this fucks me up, bro. Like
It's just like a little extra treat at the end.
yeah. And it's just like, what the heck is
You
this?
save it for a rainy day.
But
or
it's
whatever.
not good for you at all. Like, but it's so funny. Like I see these people that did it, and I see them now. They're like, "Hey, we don't do that no more. We just do joints. Like that's like the most healthy thing now." Like, I'm like, "Oh, very cool. Y'all just smoke normal now.
Normal.
Sweet.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That's
no more roach
funny.
blunts. It's hilarious. But hey, experience.
I've told this to Eric before, but I would 100% walk away from a date if she had a dirty bong.
Tell me that. You know,
You're right.
I started cleaning my glass.
I would definitely look at you different.
Started cleaning my glass more often because of something that he told me once. He
Oof,
was like,
don't tell me.
I just see it as eating off a dirty plate. And I was like, ah. And then I went home that night and I looked at my piece, like my daily, and I was like, and I smoked. And I was like, I was like, it does. It's like it does taste dirty. So then I washed. And then what I settled on is dumping the water more consistently and
Yeah.
cleaning the bowl piece more often, and then you can do an alcohol cleaning less often.
You ever thought about getting an ash catcher?
It's like a little thing that you put in the bowl, right?
catching?
Or it's like you can put it off. They have like attachments where it's literally just like a little 14 millimeter. And it's like a little glass vessel that sits below the bowl. So as you smoke, all of the
Do you wanna
ash and
add?
carbon crap just falls into that, and you can dump that.
Whatever. That's a donation.
Thank you. I was
No,
just gonna
that's
roll
like-
what I got so that I
Bet.
mean I smoke joints anyways, so I very well can. I'll just add them in. This is gonna
Whatever.
be for
Just line them up for
the
tomorrow.
the future. Yeah,
So I just did all that.
I was
You
not
saw
good.
that on camera.
That's okay.
What are
Just
the
tweaking out.
It's okay.
what did we say
Big
food
tweak.
plans are for tomorrow?
Sandwiches.
From where?
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know yet. But we can stop somewhere and pick up anything we want. I'd say just look at what there is around the lake and then
pizza.
take a pizza on the lake. That'd be funny. Just hold it to the sun to warm it up.
Bro, cold pizza dank.
It is pretty bomb when you're hungry. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Wouldn't even necessarily be cold. It'd probably be like
It'd be
warm.
like warm.
Yeah.
So Jeff,
Yes, sir.
you're a big fucking fan and a huge successor with the drop shot.
Mm.
Tell me, how and why?
Drop shot king right here. Just want to let you guys
Truly.
know.
Truly.
I know they say Bassmaster Jeff. No. Drop shot king. Okay. Yes. Bassmaster Jeff. Yes. But we're gonna go deeper into lore. Drop shot king.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never
Drop shot
seen you
king.
miss.
So the drop shot. I mean, there's nothing. Everybody knows. All the fishermen know. So with me, it was just this one year when I was fishing, and then I stuck to a rig. Drop shot rig is a rig on a fishing line. When you fish, it has a weight all the way at the bottom of the fishing line, and it has a hook, maybe like a foot suspended in the water. So the bait's not on the complete floor, but it's being suspended in the water at the fish's level, so you don't have to go to the floor. And so that's the logic of the drop shot. And then I just dedicated one whole like summer to a rig, and it happened to be the drop shot. And it took me literally like half the summer of not catching anything and just figuring out how to fish this. Once I figured it out, I started catching fish like every time I went for like a year or two straight, using this exact rig, nothing else ever. And so I just deem myself the drop shot king now. Like if that's like my if all else fails rig, like I'm just dropping that on. And like everybody, if all else fails, they put like a Cinco, which that's a good one too, a Texas rig. Why is all else fails drop shot? Drop shot king.
Drop shot king. And you stick with them purple worms.
Yeah.
Why? Why the purple? What made you go with purple?
Crazy,
What was the thought
huh?
behind that? Yeah.
Let me think about that.
Yeah. Why'd you settle on purple?
I feel like somebody told me about that.
Hmm.
I think somebody said, those purple ones are good. I was like, okay, because I had the natural ones, like the brown ones,
Mhm.
and I think somebody told me the purple ones because I don't remember fully, but yeah, it's always good to have those arsenals. That type, it's weird. That type of purple worm, because nobody even knew either. Once I figured it out, and once I got told, or I figured it out, whatever, I started realizing that you was using that, because they were like, yo, what are you catching them on? I'm like, these purple worms. They're like, huh.
Little perps,
So
bro.
we have robos, but not the purple ones. Which
I got some purple Z-Man. I think they're the little tubes.
old tubes.
I think so.
Those are hard. I try to catch some on that too. Those tubes are dope. Like there was tentacles or something like that.
I got a bunch of soft baits.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring them.
I was never a huge soft bait
Yeah,
fan.
you're not. You're a hard bait.
When
dude.
it came to bass, I was always
Speaking
hard
of the
bait.
fucking podcast, I have
hard lures.
examples.
I know, huh?
Yeah, you're a hard bait.
Sick. I am a hard bait lure fisherman when it comes to bass. I do really like cranks, spinners. What are the other ones? Fucking swim baits, cranks. Those are cranks.
Freaking Captain Crank over
Love
here.
that shit. Ah,
Spinners.
Captain, because it drives the
Spinners.
boat. Spinners.
Mm-hmm. Jerks. Jerk
Mhm.
bait.
You know, the top water poppers.
Shit. Fucking-
Frogs, bro.
Fucking popper. Top water popper.
So that's what I love. That's what I spent time studying.
Frogs. Top water frogs.
Frogs.
And you got he picked up a sick ass live bait today.
True.
Mash's live bait.
A little swim bait.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be lit. I'm gonna try everything
Swim baits,
tomorrow.
bro. Yes, sir.
We're
Going
gonna
out
that.
double rotted up.
One in each hand or what?
Yes, sir. I'm
Double
gonna pretend I'm
gripper.
skiing.
Double gripper.
Working them like the fucking CrossFit ropes or what?
Yeah. As we pull them in.
I am a jig rig fan myself. I
He
do
does
like
like
the
to do a
rigs.
little jig.
What did I put?
You know what's funny is for bass, I really like hard baits, but I'm opposite for trout. For trout, I'm a huge fan of live bait. Worms work great. I like night crawlers, and then if I were to do a lure, rooster tails work great. Or
Rooster tails.
yeah,
I've got spinners and spoons up the wazoo.
spoons work fucking great. What's the other one? There's one I don't really know what it's called, but it was like a purple fly, and it had a little
Purple
propeller
fly.
at the front.
Oh, propeller bait.
Is it literally just called a propeller?
Yeah.
bait? That's so funny.
I think it's a type of.
That's so funny.
I think it's a type of topwater. It chops the water as you pull it.
I don't know. Mine always went down and just
Oh.
stayed there. But
Interesting.
yeah, it had a I'm good. It had a little silver propeller at the front. It was
Interesting.
purple, and then
No, I'm good. I got some
I would stick just a little piece of worm on the end of it to give it like a little tail, and then a piece of the rainbow power bait on the very end to cover the hook.
So I've got something I think similar to what you're talking about. It's like a pre-rigged little worm. Literally looks like a little night crawler, but on the line leading off of it, I think it ends in like a surgeon's knot actually, where it's just like an open loop.
Interesting.
But it's got like beads and then a little silver propeller on it that I think you're talking about. I'll bring it tomorrow.
It literally looks like the front of a propeller plane.
Yeah, it literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tiny. It's like a tiny little
Tiny
propeller.
little fucking thing.
I think
It's
it's
so
just
funny.
to catch their eye.
Yeah. Literally just spins and shines and maybe makes some type of sound
Some
underwater.
noise, chopping noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, ASMR with Jeff.
Hey. That's one of the big reasons why I like crankbaits, because of the noise attraction. Most of them rattle. It's kind of hard to find one that doesn't.
My some of my spinner baits have they're actually like chatter baits. They have the little propeller on it that makes like a clicking sound as it spins.
Nice. See, what did I pick up? What all did I pick up? I think I got a popper. Yeah, I got a popper, a spinner, and the swim bait.
Yup.
Oh no, I got a whopper popper. Those are. I'm pretty sure I got the one I was thinking of. It goes when you reel
That
it
big,
in.
that,
Literally
that
does
yellow
that.
one, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't know it does that. Like,
I'm
I know
pretty
you-
sure those are the
I
ones that
hope
do
it
that,
does.
because I keep on finding the videos and I'm like, I fucking want one of those.
Yeah.
And I don't care if I don't catch anything.
No,
I
you
just want to
want
throw
that,
it and
yeah.
hear the sound. It'll make me very happy. Yeah.
Dude, you
Very
have
happy.
big old blow up happens.
Yo,
Just inhale.
that'd be
Big
amazing.
old bucket mouth comes out.
I'd cry. I'd cry. I would just start screaming, "Baby! Baby! Baby!
Crankmaster.
Crankmaster! Top water!
Captain Crank.
Ah! Fish on!" Like I go to what is it? Monster Fish. is that the fucking the show with that one dude? Oh, I've gone into the Amazon to find the fish that they call the human eater.
No.
No?
That's, yeah, River Monster.
River Monster. Oh,
We
it's
had
close. Fish on.
Fish on.
Fish on. Sick. Yeah, that propeller.
Whoa. That's a crazy little riggy.
Yeah, it's like that. But it had maybe like a size. I'm
That's a
probably gonna get this
propeller.
one. It literally is.
Some line, the worm. Like a hook at the middle. Like,
Mm-hmm.
let me see that again.
It's called a scoundrel rig.
You darn scoundrel. It's funny.
It's called.
My bad. Just
Oh,
made you
sorry.
exit all that and
Creme
get it all
rigged
back.
scoundrel
You
worm.
good, G.
Shout out Creme.
I'm sorry, what was that?
It's called Creme's rigged scoundrel worm.
What are those two? Yeah. What are those? There's two hooks.
They're weedless hooks.
And so like that okay, got it. I
Yeah,
see
it won't
got
catch.
it. Yeah.
Won't catch the weeds.
That's so good. You gonna fish that tomorrow?
Jeez.
Bet. I want to see
You
that.
try gang
For
shit.
sure. Yeah.
I got a
Yo,
lot of shit I
that's
want to
tight.
try.
Mm-hmm.
I've got some topwater trout lures that are literally just like a cricket, a grasshopper,
Okay.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
a fly.
We'll have all type of shit up in there.
So we'll catch
For
in
sure.
trout
And the
tomorrow.
thing is that like those basses be eating them bugs. I be seeing them blow ups happen all like, especially in the morning time.
And then I've got some really small, like a 1/125th of an ounce, like marabou jigs
Mm-hmm.
that I'll try float fishing
Yeah.
at the top
Yeah.
in the morning to see if we get anything. But that might be some like bluegill or some crappie, maybe some bass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if a bass would ignore an easy meal, but I know bluegill and crappie like small stuff.
Some bass will take an easy meal. Depends. Depends
Look.
on you catch them.
Little chubber.
Depends how you catch them. Right now,
I need me a fish, bro.
same. Right now, they should be pretty much feeding. They're getting ready to go hibernations.
User.
It's time. It is
We're literally
time.
like 2
Gotta
to
get our
3
get
weekends
back.
away. Huh?
What's up? From winter, huh?
Yeah, 2 to 3 weekends away
No.
from when bass go sleep, or no?
6 weeks.
We are, yeah. I mean,
6
we
weeks?
are
6
Okay.
weeks before
entering
the beginning of
fall.
winter. Yeah,
Yeah.
fall
Right,
just
okay.
started.
Alright. Damn, my brain is making time go faster than it should.
Yeah, it's part of it getting old.
So the fall catch is that's why I was going to it's crazy I had this in the back of my mind all day. Fishing in October and a fall catch is like it be popping, but they fish differently, like more cranks and shit,
Yeah.
but they said the fall bite is pretty going too, like it's different, so I'm interested to see what it's like, or
Me too.
if it's some shit
Because when the fish are supposed to be most active, right?
Mhm.
Right before they go
they
to
go
go
to
see
sleep
feast.
and they go eat again or something like that.
Let's see. Last time we hit Casitas was end of August, and then we did Castake. When? Like in a July? Was it a July trip that we did Castake? I can
No,
tell you.
we
Let me
did
look this
freaking we
shit
did
up.
Casitas and Castaic like same summer. I feel.
Bro, why it look like there's an arm in the
You're
lava
right.
lamp?
It's pretty cool.
Oh, yo, Jeff, I don't think he's gonna watch, but I got my dad a gift for Christmas. Uh, this guy's like, but dad's 50, right? A little bit shorter than me. He's like, I want to throw something big. He's like, I want you to put more weight on this. But my dad doesn't really know how to fish. He just likes to go out there. He literally says, he's like, I just like to throw the bait out there.
Yeah, my dad too.
So when I saw that there was sales on the Amazon, deals or whatever, I fucking bought him a Penn saltwater, like I think it's like the Penn Battle 4 rod and reel kit. It's fucking 10 feet tall, bro. It came in a
Even
5
larger
foot.
fucking
bro.
box,
God.
dude.
It can handle 1 to 5 ounce lure.
Gave him the freaking casting paradise's dream, bro.
70-pound braided test line capacity.
That's a sensation, though. Honestly, it's a sensation.
Like, you better catch me like a fucking barracuda or something.
that too.
You can catch sharks offshore. Remember I was telling you I don't know
Oh,
if you've
yeah,
seen this, but
yeah,
people
you
take
told me about it.
drones. They'll take
Oh, yeah.
drones up
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
air
yeah,
and they'll
yeah.
drop the
Yeah.
bait off. Yeah, that's how they drop it beyond the wave break,
Yeah,
and they reel in some.
they go
big
find
old
the
fucking
fish.
mamas,
Just see
bro.
the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Drop it.
I'm down.
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
I wonder
lit.
how expensive. I think it's
It
like
can't be too
$300
expensive.
or $400 for one of those drones.
I gotta figure out how to get him out
Well,
Poland,
you don't
Mexico. Going to Mexico.
Oh, it's easy to get a pole. It depends if you're driving or flying.
I'm flying to Mexico.
You taking a bait caster?
That's what I said. I gotta figure out how to get a pole to Mexico.
I can let you borrow my collapsible bait.
I
caster.
actually I have a collapsible pole, but it's not.
If you can fit it in your bag, they let you take
Here's the
it.
thing. If you go fishing in Mexico, it's mostly the ocean, right?
It depends.
If you want.
Yeah.
But at that
it's
point,
kinda like the
you're
same
gonna
here.
want to take
That's what it's known
you're-
for, though.
you're
It's
just
not
gonna
known
wanna
for, like, no bass
rent
fishing.
from them. Yeah,
Just rent.
Yeah.
because that shit is expensive.
Shit, I'm trying to do that. Yeah.
If you're gonna go fish, like if you're taking a charter boat or something out of Mexico,
They'll hook you up.
they just you pay the fee and they give you everything you need. Yeah.
They'll say, "Sit there, gringo," and then they'll literally do everything for
They-
you.
I don't know if they would call him Gringo there, but
I know, but
Man, I don't know who.
Just white
I'm
person.
not even gonna have.
tourist person.
I'm gonna have
Mexico a little racist.
I have no other Mexicans with me. I'm gonna have one, but I don't think she's gonna go on the boat. It's not. No, it's Gino's girl. She's our
I know.
tour guide.
No, I know.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying that means you're gonna be alone on the
Oh
boat.
yeah.
That's why I say she. You can be alone on the boat with
Sure.
all the fishing Mexicans. Should be a good time. I mean,
We'll see.
fishermen are
Maybe
cool
I want to
fishermen.
go.
Yeah,
I'll ask.
maybe you won't. Yeah, look around. Do some research. Do some research.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if there are fishing charters where you're going, there's going to be something on the web, like a website for it. Mexico is pretty civilized and tech savvy place now. Most areas, at least. There's some places that are still like fucking living in dirt, literally, which is unfortunate. But you know,
That's
where the people be, it's nice. They got cities, run water, electricity, everything works. You know,
yeah.
the essentials.
Dang, how many have you rolled?
3. This is
Sick.
4.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured I might as well because
No,
I mean I end
rolled
up
three
putting
too.
I end up putting in little joints anyways, and I always tell myself that like I just want to roll all of the weed so that I never have to do it later, and I never do. And you were rolling, and I was like, "Fuck it, let me just do it right now too." I was like, what's it going to hurt?
You know,
Ain't gonna hurt nothing.
what's gonna hurt?
Like, actually, I was gonna stick that in here, but I'm gonna close this one up. These can go away, and then we'll smoke this one when it's all done. There you go. Jeff, how'd you get into fishing?
I got into fishing with my pops.
Hmm.
He took us fishing with his homeboy, me, my brother, and I think at first we didn't like it, but we went like a couple times, and then we kind of started liking it. I still never caught anything for like the longest time, and then like we went one day, and then one of us finally caught one. I forgot who it was, but like it struck like excitement in the whole family. Huh? No, it probably wasn't me because I didn't start getting the hang of it till later. So I want to say maybe Jordan or my dad himself.
Mhm.
And then like I would catch my random like big fishes, but it wasn't
Shit,
like
bro.
it was like a fluke type shit. Like it's like what the fuck?
Bro, low key.
I remember we went to Big Bear one time and like we were all like it was this grimy ass like it was a lake but it was in a grimy area to start the day with. And then like so like we were all like unloading and like about to set up and stuff and everything, and then they're like, yo, don't cast out yet until we all set up. And I cast my shit out there and put my shit on the pole, like on the pole holder. And then like I was like, all right, I'm about to go help out now. Then as soon as I cast out there and put that shit down there, my pole just goes insanely deep. And it digs. And I just grab it. I'm like, oh shit! Like I got one, and it was like pulling me into the water, like kind of, cause that shit was so big. But I was like, stop fucking around. I said, yo, I got one. He said, Jeff, come help. I was like, I got one. And he actually looks and like, you see my pole. And he's like, oh God, get the net. I'm like, oh, now you want to help me? And then he got the net. Dude, it was a big fucking ass carp. Like this big,
bro.
yo.
Carp fight, bro.
I was like, yo, I'm surprised I didn't get bit off.
Bro. Carp and catfish. You ever catch a catfish?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dog, they fight.
It's
bro.
crazy.
Catfish fight.
It's just like endless weight.
Strong, dude. They're strong.
They just keep diving too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you like, oh, you think you got them? It's like, okay. And, like, what the but yeah, just like that.
Bro. There was a period of time where Alex and I were going to a local lake, and we legit just had trolling line, like that you use in the ocean, and we would tie a treble hook with a weight on the end of it, and put a piece of shrimp and spin it and just chuck it, and we would catch like 2 foot, like 1.5 to 2 foot long catfish.
Really? Where?
Yeah. You know Sports Complex, the Cerrito Sports Complex? It's like off of 183rd. Used to be big old fucking catfish in there.
Really?
Yeah, no real. Just the spool of trolling line. We would stick a stake in the ground and put the trolling line on it so that it wouldn't get pulled off. And then we would put gloves on and grab it, and we would just start pulling the line in like this. It was nuts.
Old school.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
And you would be some fishes on there?
Fuck yeah, bro.
What the hell?
Fuck yeah. We would go out there like 6 poles deep, and then like 2 or 3 spools. So you would see this bank just fucking lined up. There'd be like 4 poles casted out, just set up for carp and catfish. Because Alex really liked pulling in carp and catfish because they fight hard.
Fun.
And then in the meantime, we would use our smaller poles and we would jig for bluegill. And at the time, we were using the tiny little baby red hooks with a piece of just Kraft cheese just pressed on the hook. You just dip it in, the fish would come and bite it, and you just bink, just pull them right up. I would try and fish for bass in there, but I was using little swim baits and cranks, and I don't think those fish would go for it. I never had any success there. Still haven't, but I still try because I'm like, there's fucking gotta be.
Yeah.
I believe, you know, it's like Santa Claus.
So, Eric, I will pass a question back to you.
Who got me into fishing?
What got you into fishing?
The only thing... Oh, actually, I had to go through my Rolodex of memories. So my dad used to take me to a Mexican lady that owned a salon to get my hair cut. And he would also get his haircut at the same place. So I would have to wait till he was done, and then I'd get my haircut. So while I was waiting, I would look at magazines. But the magazines she always had was like fucking Gente de Mexico, or like People, the People magazine in Mexico or some shit. So I'd be like, all right, this is fucking whack. So I'd just like sit there and just fucking wait, fuck around. And then she closed down, and we ended up going to like a legit barbershop. Because I asked my pops, I was like, Pops, can we go to a barbershop, not a salon? And he was like, all right. And the place we ended up at was owned by 4 white dudes, old white dudes, all from like the Midwest, who loved duck hunting and sport fishing. They loved like pike, walleye, fucking ice fishing for trout. They were like, no, fuck creek fishing for trout. They're like, if you want trout, go ice fishing. And I was like, what? Yeah. And they're like, if you're not ice fishing, go fly fishing. And I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, check out these magazines. And it was like,
So why fuck creek fishing?
yeah. I guess because in creeks the trout can't get as large.
Oh, okay.
And then typically the fish that you're catching during like ice fishing are the big fish that are still moving around that have the extra fat to, you know, be able to expend while swimming around the cold ass water while everything's frozen. So I guess that's why. But I just like creek fishing because it's fun. Like you can see, it's like a game. You know, you can see what's happening. You see them look at your bait, and they're like, "Nah, fuck you, I don't like that." And then sometimes they're like, "All right, bet yoink," and you're like, "Yoink," you know, because if you don't give them that little yoink, they're gone. They spit it out. They feel that sharp. They're like, "Nope." Especially if you're using a lure or a plastic, or I've seen it happen with power bait before too. Trout will catch it and they're like, I don't like this. spit that shit out. Worms, they'll just fucking swallow it because it fucking looks like a worm. They're
Worm,
yup,
Yep.
down the gullet, and then you just killed the fish. It happens.
Yeah.
But they had like a Bassmaster magazine, Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, like the Outdoorsman magazine. There was all these really fucking cool things, and I would flip through them, and I looked at, like, I saw turkey hunting, fucking whitetail deer hunting. So from that, I was like, okay, there's, like, it just fascinated me. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. There's a whole sport and world of, like, catching animals. And I thought it was really cool because I thought catching animals was cool. My parents were like, no, you don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, leave the animals alone. I'm like, all right. So that led me to figuring out that ESPN had put all of the outdoors television shows and programming between 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. And that became my Friday and Saturday little treat. So at the end of the week, mind you, I'm like 8, maybe. My little sister had just been born. So my parents would be asleep and take care of them. I would set myself up with like cereal and little fucking snacks, and I would go and I'd sit there and fucking blanket, and I would watch. It would start with Bassmasters, because I guess that was their highest rated thing. So I would watch Bassmasters for like an hour, and then Steve Rinella would come on when like Meat Eaters originally came out, or his fucking show like first came out. It was super, super cool. So I would watch that, and I started learning about hunting, and then I would watch all the different programmings, and I would stay up till like usually till about like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then I'd knock out, and my parents would come get me in the morning. They'd be like, all right, hi, good morning. Sometimes I would stay all the way up. I'd watch everything, and then the first sport of the day would come on. It would be like, time for your morning football or fucking whatever, like Sunday football. And I'd be like, all right, time to go to bed. But that's where it started. And then I would ask my mom to drop me off at the library, and I would just spend a couple hours there looking at all the nature books, studying the animals, figuring out their tendencies, and how they would act in nature, so I would know how to hunt and how to fish. I researched the animals and the fish that I was interested in catching. For saltwater, it was a lot of stingray, shovel-nosed guitar shark, and halibut. Never caught a halibut. Always fucking tried. But while fishing for halibut, I always caught sand bass, black striped bass, and stingray and shovel-nosed guitar shark. Those weren't as common, the last two, but the other two, for some reason, I would always pick them up when I was going for halibut. Yeah, that was off the shore. I did a lot of fishing off of Santa Monica. I caught an octopus there once. It was interesting. Yeah, it was a trip. And then for freshwater, predominantly was largemouth bass and then trout. Those were the two that I focused on. Yeah. Dang. Yeah.
Very great detail.
Thanks, man. I was very obsessed with it. My dad used to call me a white boy stuck in a Mexican's body. Yep.
You just love the nature things.
I really, really do.
We smoke this shit. This is gonna put me to sleep.
That's fine. We'll smoke this. It'll be a perfect way to roll out of here and get set to go catch them fish, G. Catch them fish.
I want to freaking pull some jawbones. Yank some jawbones. Respectfully.
I love causing trauma.
What's up?
I said I love causing trauma.
Causing trauma?
Yeah.
Hey, you're lucky we releasing you.
It's true. That's true.
I caught a little flounder the other day.
Yeah.
Didn't realize how close I came to poking his little eyeball out.
Really? Where was this at?
It was Newport Back Bay. Like there's like a little kayak canoe launch right there that people can use. It's like a little I think it's part of like the bridge right there, like the support, the concrete support. People can launch off of that right there. A little power tube.
So, what got you into fishing?
My uncle and my dad, when I was younger, we'd always go fishing. But they only ever used like live bait or cut bait. So it was like, cast out and just wait.
Say,
That was how we learned.
worms, like night crawlers.
Night crawlers, cut up mackerel if we were in the ocean and stuff. And then caught a couple mackerel here and there, crabs, weird shit, stingrays. And then my dad took us fishing in Mexico. We chartered a deep sea boat, just the two of us. He caught a mahi that was like 30 or 40 pounds or something like that.
That sounds like the yellow one, right?
It's like the yellow,
Yeah,
green,
green
or
also,
sometimes it's a little bit of blue. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
look like little humpback whales almost with that big forehead.
Yeah.
And then I got the next hook, which was a sailfish, a marlin.
Damn.
A
G.
60-pound marlin. Apparently, it took me almost an hour to reel it in. And after that, I kind of told my dad, he was like, I think I'm going to retire after this. Because it was like, it's not fun to just sit there and wait for fish. We never really understood what fishing was, like,
Trying to get a fish.
what are these hard baits
Like the
for?
different types of
like,
fishing.
why you use these hard baits, that doesn't make any sense,
Trying to imitate something that a
Yeah,
fish likes.
so
you
then-
know?
Eric kind of explained it to me, and it was like, oh, so it's not just like sit there and wait. You're like,
you're working your bait.
you're essentially at that point like hunting fish,
Mm-hmm.
trying to trick them, catch them. Yeah,
Shit.
that to me is interesting.
It's a game of deception.
Just sitting there and waiting, hoping I get lucky, is not.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's cool to
Like,
do with cool
that's
people.
what we did when we first started. I was like, there's more to this. And then I think what got us hooked more, me and my brother, was a fishing game. We used to play fishing games.
Same.
That kind of got us more like, okay. And then we started watching fishing videos. Like on, I would say maybe YouTube. Because YouTube was like picking up
Yeah.
right when we kind of started fishing a lot,
Well, I've always loved fish. I think I've told Eric I used to have a bunch of aquariums
And then
in
we
my
had,
room.
we had aquariums too.
Yeah, growing up,
So we just loved them.
When I was young, we had aquariums. When I was older, I was breeding and keeping like saltwater fish, and I had a little reef tank and all that sort of shit. So, yeah, I always loved fish too. But
Fish are interesting. They're little aliens. They live in a different world.
The whole
bro,
underwater world is interesting.
That's why the ocean
Fascinating.
scares me.
It scares the shit out of me,
Love
bro.
the
It's so big.
Do you?
love it. It's great.
So if you were like 250 yards offshore and you were on a boat and they were like, all right, we're going to swim. Anybody that wants to swim can jump in now. You would jump into the ocean?
Yeah.
Nah. I'm good.
Did I tell you my snorkeling story?
Nah.
Nah.
So we were in
Nah, bro, I'm good.
Hawaii for my sister's birthday.
Like you said, we gotta just jump off. I'm sorry.
This was like
Yeah, you gotta jump off.
6
Do what?
Jump off and
years
swim.
ago.
Swim where?
Swim around. Just
Yeah.
swim
How
around.
long?
Hang out.
The cool thing about the ocean is you
Please
ain't
don't
gotta
say
swim.
that.
You just lay on your back and you float.
I heard, but I don't know.
Well, it's denser than regular water.
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
float
you're
for
right.
the
You're
most
right.
part.
Touche.
But we're snorkeling over this reef. It's literally like 30 feet off the beach, so you could walk in, swim out. But I'm pretty good with the snorkel. I don't have to come up for air. I know how to blow and clear it, and I can dive underwater and clear it without having to come up and all that.
Nice.
So I was just swimming around, enjoying myself, not at all paying attention. Just over the reef. The next thing I know, I feel the tide recede, and it just pulls me, and the reef just goes down, dude.
Nah.
And it's
good,
just
bro.
black. And I'm just like, huh. And it's
Yeah.
kind of like freeze there. I'm just floating.
Yeah.
Looks like there's like little bit like motion, like shapes swimming down there. There's like little twinkling lights. I'm like, I should figure out where I'm at. Look
Oh,
up,
the
dude.
fuck up.
I was like 200 feet off the shore.
And you went like over like drop off or something like that, huh?
Yeah, I had just been swimming parallel to shore, and
Uh-huh.
it had just been pulling me out without me
Yeah.
even noticing because
you
I
just saw,
was
like, the last
You'll
of, like,
gradually
the-
get pulled.
because of the way I was
If you're,
swimming.
swimming, if you're swimming along the shore, you actually have to kind of aim towards the shore to keep a straight line.
Yeah, I
'Cause
wasn't
the
paying
ocean is always pulling
attention
back.
because that was the way that the nicer part of the reefs ran, because a lot of it is bleaching now. So I was just
Yeah.
kind of like swimming along, and then I was like, oh, it's gone.
Dang,
Yeah, no, I don't fuck
that's a
with it, dude.
trip, bro.
In the ocean,
I'll probably
there's
start
things that can
just
eat me
moving
with
my
one
shit.
bite. I'm
Oh, for
good.
sure, bro.
I'm okay. Pass. Pass. Freshwater though?
Hey, let's
Chilling.
go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Freshwater. There ain't nothing known.
That's where Nessie's at.
Nessie's false. And also in Ireland. Or Scotland. One of the lands. I know
Hey,
them.
I don't fuck with rivers
Greenland.
either. I don't fuck with rivers either. Okay, just want to say that.
Okay.
Fuck a river.
That's fair because the rapids can be horrifying.
And river monsters, like you said,
Okay.
they gonna eat your dick.
Bruh. Yo, they legit. There's some that swim up your dick.
In South
Exactly.
America, they like the smell of urine.
And that's and he made a great point. South America.
Don't go swimming in pee in the water.
Homeboy was never in the United States. There ain't no river monsters here. I mean, there's crocodiles and alligators, but that's expected, I suppose. That comes with our territory.
They do get pretty large out there. We went to Florida. Bro, there was just like a 10-foot gator on the side of the freeway chilling in like a little pond in the water, like on
Where?
the side.
Bro.
Florida.
Florida. That's crazy.
I love the stories of people that go outside and see a giant ass fucking gator in their pool.
Yeah.
That would be
Or-
horrifying.
Fucking my grandma and them in Mississippi
Oh.
finding snakes in the toilets.
Nah,
What the fuck? You must be in the
That's
most
wicked,
vulnerable
dude.
state.
that's
Where you supposed to
wicked.
be? I'm just like
That's wicked, dude. Imagine
exactly. So I'm just like I just let go. I let all my stress down, like all my vulnerable.
you about to take a nighttime plot, bro.
So you gotta wake up in survival mode immediately. There's no like breaks.
You gonna sit down to take a shit and have a snake bite on your balls?
Would be worse, balls or taint.
Balls.
What if it just hits a sack though? What if it misses the actual balls?
What do you mean?
That would still suck.
Yeah.
That would still suck 100%.
That's close enough for me.
He gonna tear through the sack, then my balls gonna come out.
To be fair, my dog bit me on accident. It did hurt, but
Ouch. Yeah.
you'd be surprised how resilient your balls are.
That's fair.
Well, I should say your scrot is pretty resilient. Which I guess is sort of the point. Like it kind of just like bunches up, doesn't tear very easily. It's weird.
There you go. I mean, it
Resilient
is
balls
meant
are-
to protect. It was meant to protect. It served its purpose.
Touche. They tuck when they need to.
Yeah.
Damn, Jeff, you got the old school med bottle. I just noticed that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the little weed
yeah,
bottle. Yeah,
thirsty.
old school.
Yeah.
Keeps it OG, man.
Oh yeah.
You've never tried fly fishing, huh?
No.
Me either. I've
would.
been fascinated by it though.
Feel like
I
that's
want
gonna be
to.
like when that's gonna be like, all right, I can like just sell off into the sunset type moment where so I'm just like, yo, I
might try
I'll
10
probably
car.
never see anybody ever again in my life, but I'm doing this whipping action. It's over. I'm going. Jeff's gone. Where's Jeff?
You went fly fishing and never came back.
and then it's gonna cut to like this this
Some say
perfect
he's still
meadow.
out there.
and he just Josh just fucking out there just
If you go at sunset, you can hear him just throwing his fly.
got it. Got it. Got it.
He is still out there.
Still using the drop shot.
Shot king.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's something I definitely would like to learn.
It's that's legit a sport. That's a whole body movement.
Yeah.
You're reeling, but not really, which is fucking interesting. 'Cause the reel at that point is just to hold your line.
Yeah.
I guess it depends. So in fly fishing, there's two different techniques that I know of. I've been out of fly fishing realm for years because that was also the thing I studied in trout. So for bass specifically, I studied the lures and how to use them. For trout, fly fishing. That's what I wanted to do. I was like, trout, I want to do fly fishing. For bass, I want to be the fucking
You won't be no plastic.
lures, bro.
You wanna do lures.
All lures.
Uh-huh.
And the two methods that I had found were, I think it's called stripping is one, where you literally just think of your reel as a place to hold your line. You bring out a whole bunch of slack, and then you start throwing that slack out. Once you, like, to set the hook, you grab onto the line and you pull the line and the pole at the same time, like opposite direction. And then to reel in, you're pulling in with your hand. So you're holding the pole like this, and you're pulling the line. You open your hand, and then you close so that it adds the friction, and that's kind of like your drag. How you and you pull the fish all the way in like that. And then the other way is you slowly let the fish run out all of your slack line that you're using to cast, and then you start using your reel.
That's what I use that when I see the most right there.
Yeah, it's two different streams of thought for it.
You just need a rod, right? You have the reel.
I do have a reel, yes. I mean, technically I would need a reel and a whole bunch of, or new line and rod, sorry. But I do have a reel. Remember, I saved up. I cut a lot of, I should say, I weeded a lot of gardens and planted a lot of, I was a young landscaper for fishing equipment.
Okay, that's good. You didn't get rid of it.
Nah, I kept that shit. I was so proud.
That's right.
So happy I bought it. Dude, it was like $130. Straight
Dang.
up.
Just the
Straight
reel?
up. Yeah. Like, I went into fucking Bass Pro Shop. It was, so the Bass Pro Shop in Vegas, that's the only one I knew of. And we would go visit my aunt out there. And that was my favorite casino to go to, because while my dad was gambling, I could go into Bass Pro Shop and look at fucking everything. And I spent a majority of my time looking at all of the flies, because I was just obsessed with fly fishing. Like, during that period of time, obsessed with fly fishing.
Yeah.
I had just gotten over studying about bass, and now we were going camping, and I was hitting creeks and little rivers and stuff like that. So I was actually applying all the trout knowledge that I had, and I was catching. So now I was like, okay, cool, let's fucking get into fly fishing. Like, I'm steps
ready.
away. That's how I felt. There was this one fucking reel that was in there, and it was like, oh, this fucking little gold light on top of it, and the dude was telling me about it. He's like, yeah, it was like the Cadillac of its time, pretty much. And I was like, bet, next time I come, I'm buying this thing. And you good. I saved up money, went, bought it. It's, I don't know if you can see it, but it's behind the glass skull.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah, super nice. It's fully black. Just I don't remember fucking anything about it other than it's a black fly fishing reel.
Well, nice. You need a pole.
I do need a pole.
Some flies. And some line.
Dude, I had a fucking collection of flies at a period of time. Collection, a whole ass little box. I'd be so down to get into like tying my own flies.
Now, where would you go fishing for fly fishing? Your dream
Mammoth.
place?
Mammoth.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
What's wild though is I have an image in my head of what I would want to fish.
Have you been to Mammoth? I feel like I've been to Mammoth.
You gotta go to Mammoth Plains though.
Where did I go to Mammoth? I feel like I went to Mammoth, but
There's Mammoth Mountains.
yeah.
You know, like that M with the
Oh,
under
Mammoth,
that
that's fucking snowboard. There you go.
Mammoth Mountains is snowboarding. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
you're talking about.
there's different regions. So you can go to like Mammoth Mountains, which is predominantly snowboarding and hiking. But for fishing specifically, there's Mammoth Plains, which is a little bit lower, but it's more like meadowy, where I don't exactly know what runs off through it, but it branches off into a whole bunch of not so much creeks, but more rivers because they're very wide.
Bet.
Yeah, runs all through the meadows, and allows for the best environment for fly fishing because there's no tall shrubbery or trees.
Would you live out there?
I totally could. And
Mammoth area?
I don't know, because I haven't actually spent time in Mammoth area, so I don't know like how exactly it would be, but I would definitely live out in nature. I know end goal, I want
nature.
land with water or a lake.
Like a meadow? Or,
I mean, I'd take a meadow. I'll take a meadow. I'll take some mountains. My main things, I want either water running through my land or some type of water
Yeah.
on my land.
Yeah.
You know, a little fucking pond or lake would be sick.
That's so cool.
You know, a part of a river going through my land would be sick. You know, that way I could just go and fish whenever I want.
Mm-hmm. You and Con, that's the exact same thing. I said we have one option that we want in our house. He said he wants some water going through it, like a meadow or a stream or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Smart. I love it. I love it.
See, we just buy land. We make a little homestead ranch. We have some cows, some goats. We ain't never run out of food.
Requires all the work.
So what?
But
What else are we gonna do if we're living out there?
oh yeah, you're right. Oh,
Oh.
once we get out there.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. I thought you was all like, okay. I thought you were saying like, let's just get some land right now.
No. Well, I mean, yeah, we could like right now we get some land, right? It's like it's a long game, you know.
You're right.
Unless we just have like exorbitant, like, all right, we win the lottery, we're just, you know, we're bouncing, bro, and we're not even gonna tend to the cows. I'm a bit like legit. I'd pay somebody if I won lottery.
Yeah.
I would buy land and I would just pay people to take care of the cows. Like, I don't know jack shit about the cows. I haven't got time to learn it. Here you go, buddy.
There you go.
Take care of my 5 cows, please.
No.
Here's some money. Like, that'd be the best.
Mm-hmm.
But long game, you buy the land, and then little by little you start building whatever you want. You know, it's like your plan. It's your, you basically you start playing fucking. For me is what did I call it? Harvest Moon. I think I was playing when we were talking about video games. Yeah, you ever play Harvest Moon or like fucking Animal Crossing? Do you know about any of those games?
I know about them a little bit. Yeah, but yeah.
They're basically like little farming games where you build your own little farm. Basically, start that, or like Clash of Clans, where they just give you the little square and they're like, "There you go, make your shit, figure it out." It's basically like that. You're like, "All right, cool. Now I got my plot. All right, what do I want? This looks like the best place for housing. All right, let me do foundation. You build the thing, and by the time you're all finished, you've got a place to go to."
Yep.
I'd be down. Be down to have a little farm. What's the goal? It's the goal. Some chickens.
Miss Fletcher.
True. Shout out to Miss Fletcher.
She got like a
Killing it,
little
bro.
ranch.
She does.
Something like that. Yeah.
She does.
Deserves it.
She really does. She was a fucking sweet human. She lived a lot of life.
Facts.
Speaking of life and needing to live it, we got some sleep to get so that we can
Facts.
catch damn fish. And on the note of living life, Jeffrey, during your period of time on this earth, was something that you've learned that's helped you live a better life?
To trust your intuition. However that feels. You know what you, at the end of the day, you know what you like. You know what you want with yourself. And how you want to move and with life and stuff. So, yeah, trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust how you think. Trust how you feel. Trust how you want to go about things. Yeah.
Big facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. I like that.
Thank you. How about you?
This one's been on my mind. I was like, someone's going to ask me soon. It's patience.
You've activated my trap card.
I was ready for this. I know this. I knew the question you were going to ask
I
me.
thought you'd ever ask.
Patience. Patience. That's genuinely something that has helped me live a better life.
I saw it.
Well, the lava
It's
lamp
active
move.
now.
Finally.
Oh, it's,
A lava lamp would teach you patience for sure. Yeah, on the note of,
it's like, dang, I just got flowing. I'm gonna be done.
it's been moving for a little bit, I think. Because it's globbed up
It
there.
legit just
True.
started.
Really?
That's why I was so excited.
That's funny.
It's the first time in like 20 episodes that I finally caught it.
That's funny. That's funny.
So dope.
Yeah,
I
the
give me a
patience.
lava.
Dude, they're so nice.
They are great.
I enjoy them. I enjoy them thoroughly. I have one here. This one's my favorite. 100%. This one's my favorite. I love this one. It has a special place in my heart. I've told you about it. I've told you the reason.
Great.
And then I have one at my place too. That one's nice.
That's that rare shit.
This one is that rare shit. I like that. I like that rare shit. Rare and custom. Those are my two favorite things. Yeah,
That's
rare and custom. Yeah, patience. That's a good one. If you learn it, it'll help you in a lot of things because that also kind of ties into like delayed gratification. You know, because sometimes when you're trying to do things, it's gonna take a while. So you have to be patient.
Yeah. See it through.
Just keep trying your best.
Yeah.
That's all we can do. Do your best every day.
That's right, man.
Let's go do our best tomorrow, Jeff.
Touche. How about you, Daniel? What have you
Oh.
learned?
That's true. Flip it to him. It's been a while since we flipped it to you.
Put yourself first, and the rest will kind of follow.
Oh, that's a really
Damn,
fucking
let's
good one
go.
too. Yep.
Take care of yourself, and you're in a good place of mind. Helping others will just kind of naturally come.
That's very true.
Fuck with
That's a
that
good one. That's a good one indeed. All right.
No. Amen to fucking that, bro.
Amen to that. Beautiful. All right.
That's why I'm going tomorrow, bitch.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Good night, everybody.